Hi everyone, you're watching Jana FX, and in this video, as usual, my technical analysis for the coming week. I will share with you trading plan. So we will have a look at what happened this week and what I will be looking at this coming week, where to place the orders. So we're starting with euro dollar as usual. As you can see, it's a 4-hour chart, and here we are. Have a very interesting movement. So remember guys, we stopped here, and just as I was telling you, expecting that euro dollar from here is the danger, it can go down. At the same time, technically it was looking more like towards going up, and so I was still more into the euro dollar going down. So it's exactly what happened at the beginning of the week, and so it started to fall. And the movement back is actually helped with the news. So there were some news and they were quite positive. So, and I think that was, you see, just temporarily. And then euro went back to the previous area. So right now it's exactly where it's finished the week before. So at this moment, yet again, technically, it's kind of looking more towards uptrend because it is a channel. So it looks like it's turning. It looks a bit of the that's creation shoulder, that looks head. This is also look like a bit of the shoulder, and so it all looks like it should go up. But still, on the other hand, we had I warned you that there was already quite a lot of you know, the tops and bottoms, top and bottoms in this channel, and on a bigger picture we also have a big channel but didn't have a correction, so it was the uptrend going up. So now I would be still looking more towards going down. Also, you know, the we have Brexit, right? So, and we will have a look at pound in a minute. It was going down, and so that's why I believe that it should pull euro with it, okay, if it will continue this week. So, and of course, depends what kind of news are going to be there. So at this moment, you see guys, that's why it started to create a little bit of like a triangle in here, and so I will be looking at possible consolidation around this level. So we're pretty much exactly in the same areas, the same level, so any consolidation here, and I will be looking to place pending orders. To be honest, at this moment I would be of course, I will be at the beginning of the week, like on Monday, we will see where it's going to be. So if it's going to consolidate here, then we will see what kind of news are going to be there. So I might place both orders, both directions. And if nothing, then I would probably still looking more towards selling it. So I presume from here it might, you see, it might go either way. That's why it's creating this, okay, this pattern, because it's just can't pick a direction. So that's why if it might go down a little bit more, consolidating here, so that will be also the same area. Let's say, okay, if it will go up to any channel, so I will see for some consolidations around any channels, like levels like this one, maybe going up in here somewhere, and again in a narrow part, so not more than 20 pips the distances, the width of the channels I'm looking for. So that's why I will be looking at all of these different areas. Depends what kind of news are going to be there, and but I'm still would be a little bit more towards it's going down. Okay, so but like I'm saying, technically still also in a uptrend channel. So pound guys, also just as I expected it to fall, and we were here. You see, I removed all the levels now because we had those first two tops going down. I was telling you the first signs of the downtrend turning around. So it's like all now it broke and continue inside its own channel right here. Remember I told you we were right at the top, and I was telling you, so technically it was looking down, and also we had some news. I warned you about it, and so I was looking for sales. And that's exactly what I did. I was selling pound, and also I was sending you some screenshots at the beginning of the week. Obviously, I was telling you I will be selling from here, and you saw this was a really nice channel, so it went down, then had a bit of a correction. There was another one, and I sent in Telegram, so I just want to show you a little bit again. In here, as you can see, guys, I send you some other pound pairs too. You see the Australian, pound Australian, that's pound yen, and pound dollar. You see, that's where I was telling you where I'm selling. That's the level. Once again, guys, repeating you, the red is for my sell, stop level. So it's here you can find out what the distance I'm placing, and the green is for buy stops. So I didn't have any buy stops on pound, but on Australian, for example, see green and red. So this green is the buy with the distance, where you can see for different pairs, different distances. So just giving you a little bit more details on it, so you know what, when I'm sending you a screenshot, what I mean. So you see, pretty much right now, guys, so I still not looking to buy, because there are some news that there is a bill, like a law introduced by Prime Minister, and Europe said they should cancel it. So it's not very good talks at this moment, and pretty much all towards no deal Brexit. That's why I will be looking only to place and sell orders. Okay, so I still would like to see my little consolidations and then placing the orders. So I'm just showing you bigger picture so you can see where it is. You see, technically it also goes down. I mean, okay, usually it would have a bit of a correction, but because of the situation, we've had a big drop previously, and it's quite pretty much easy. Can do exactly the same. You see, you don't know where it's going to stop. It might stop at this level, might go further and further to any other levels, even go further. Well, which I wouldn't probably expect it whole way, because we still don't have exactly the news, right? So if we would know exactly there is no deal, so yeah, I would expect a big drop. But right now it might be just a slow, with a little bit slowing down, because we need to keep an eye on the news. If they actually going to cancel it or not, or going through that bill or the law, and then if they're saying if it will go through, that pound should continue dropping. So that's why at this moment there is no positive, unless of course something unexpected, we never know. So right now you see I will be looking to sell from here. Of course, if it will have a bit of a consolidation, and we'll see if it will go a little bit higher, we'll be looking from this area. If it will go even higher, then I will be looking at any possible opportunities, you know, like little channels, and I'm just placing my levels as usual. That's with pound. Dollar yen, well, dollar yen had like really not much at all this week. You see it's right here, just stuck. Had a bit of this consolidation and fall, and just sitting in here. So easy with dollar yen. I'll just wait for it a little bit more consolidation between this and this level, and I just will be placing the orders both directions, because you know it can go anyway. Except I think there will be a FOMC this week, so of course we will see how the pairs prepare before the news. So at this moment I'll just see if it will consolidate in this little area, then it would be good for possible entry points. And of course from here, guys, either way it can go. Let's say go up, we'll see if it will be, this will be a good area for consolidation. Of course, if it will go down, we'll have previous bottoms. If it will break it or will stop by them, and then the next one, as you can see, the previous level too. So that's how I'm going to work out with dollar yen. Australian dollar, well, here we go. You see, it's finished the move down just as expected because of the channel. And let's see in the bigger picture. It looks like we see the big uptrend channel, so I would say from here still would be more consider it's continue the way down to finish that bit of a correction. So it was sitting in here for a bit too long in this area, you see, in that little channel, so that's why I would have technically say it had enough, and it was trying to break it and did not. So that's why I would consider it continue the way down. So there will be also news for Australian, of course, so that's why everything can be changed. You see, it couldn't pick the direction, so many times it was going up, coming back in the same area, going down, back in the area, up, down, but you can see how it started to narrow down. So I presume if it will be a bit consolidation here, and if it's going to happen before the news, then I would be looking possibly placing orders both directions, because bad news it will go down, with good news it might go up. So, and pretty much here, if it will go up, we will see for the next possible entry points around this level. And of course, if it will go down and possibly go to the previous bottom, so then we will be looking around this level for the other possible entry points. Okay, so some consolidation. So that's how I see it. At this moment, euro pound is also pretty much understandable. It's jumped up, and I was actually warning you about this, guys. I was telling you that it does look like going to turn into a bullish flag when we're here. Remember, I told you it might fall down and then it will jump up as we still had some Brexit news. So that's exactly what happened. We're right here. And if pound will continue to drop, of course, euro pound will continue the way up. So that's why I wouldn't be surprised if it will actually go to those previous tops. And maybe you see like it's what is wouldn't be surprised if it reach 0.95. So maybe a bit of consolidation here, and then continue all the way, some consolidation. And you know, guys, if well, pretty much no deal, I wouldn't be surprised that it actually will go up, and it will be one to one, you know, one slightly more, maybe 104. You see, that's exactly the end of the year. If there is no deal, I wouldn't be surprised to see it here. So at this moment, there is all the chances of that, because no good news, good negotiations between the countries. So in here, you see, it started to have a bit of consolidation, because it's pretty much understandable. It's reached one of the levels, and like I'm saying, I wouldn't look for sale unless there are something, I don't know, unexpected. But it's still following the news for pound, and I think it will go a little bit higher, maybe just a bit of more consolidation. I don't know, maybe I can draw something like, you know, something like this, and if it will like, you know, sit in here. And once again, you can just see what's happening with pound dollar, and then I pretty much expect that continue the way up. So at this moment, I mean, yeah, okay, can go for some a bit more, well, you know, correction, have a bit of, you see, it's had a bit of jump down. It's also pretty much, you can see what all this happening is because it was Friday. The same you saw on dollar, pound dollar, it was up and down a little bit, because a lot of people, it was like 500 pips up, and for pound dollar 500 pips down. So of course people were trying to close here. Some people were closing the position, some were trying to jump into the position. So that's why it's all happened like this. And so Monday, who knows, it might also a little bit of ups and downs, and then a possibly continuation of the up. That's how I see it at this moment, because of the news. So dollar Canadian, and let's go on the 4-hour chart, so you can see the bigger picture. And pretty much we stopped here. You see, guys, the first signs of the uptrend, changing the direction possibly. Now we actually go out from this downtrend channel. I have been telling you also, we are like very close to that level, and I was expecting a possible breakout. And of course the oil, I was warning you too, the prices on oil drop, the dollar gets stronger against Canadian, so that's what it helps, right? So you see here, guys, is a little bit of the sign, a possible change of direction, because we have consolidation here. So we have consolidation a little bit here maybe, and we had a bit here. So you see, it all looks like upside down head and shoulders, right? So that's why at this moment I see dollar CAD going up, and pretty much because of also oil prices. But don't forget the news, right? There will be some news, and who knows what they're going to say for American dollar. It all can change. So at this moment, let's say technically, it looks like it has, you see, it's fall. We're an uptrend channel, then it had a bit of a correction. So that's pretty much also looking like a bit of a bearish flag. It might have continued that, you know, a way down a little bit inside this channel, if we will talk about technical. So it's only about 30 pips maybe drop around this area. So I don't exclude that it can be then some bit of consolidation, or maybe a little bit higher, and then go back up again. So inside, you see, so we'll go a little bit down and then continue the way up. So that's quite a possible. So of course it can just from here move or continue to move down up to this level. I'm not going to exclude this level too. That's where they have this possible a little bit of the shoulder. So it might go up here, and then there would be news, right? So it might prepare. Who knows, if the bad news, it might fall back to here, then consolidation, and then when it's come down, depends what kind of news. If nothing strong, nothing important, it will probably turn around. That's how I would think it as a first thing. That's why I will be looking at where it's going to stop, how it will consolidate. I know it's, you might think, okay, there's a lot of these levels, but they're all understandable. You see these two levels from this uptrend channel, the blue level from the downtrend, this light green ones from the previous bottoms, you see here and here. So that's where all these channel levels came from. And as you can see how the market moves around them. So that's why we will see if it will go up here. That would be next consolidation to look before the news. If it will go up here, great. So we will see where it's going to stop next. We'll be trying to break up, or we'll go down a little bit. And here the same, if it's strong news or whatever, we'll try to break all of this. And then we will see, maybe it will be trying to give us actually the double bottom, right? So another bottom. So I don't exclude it. So first we will looking into this area. So that's quite easy. And gold also, once again, as expected, we were here. It went down, didn't break the level, so you see, went up again, stopped at the kind of, we're looking a bit of the triangle. That's exactly what I was telling you about, that I don't see any movements, any use for gold to move it really sharp up or sharp down, because there is nothing at this moment. Everything is like so, right, with the COVID news, with the virus, with the, well, kind of Brexit news, and whatever's next going to be, right? So there is something again, China. It's also like, at this moment, I think it's everything is balancing each other, and that's why gold just can't, people can't get into the point what to do with. And everybody's just switched to pound, I think, at this moment, mostly to see what is happening there. I think if nothing for gold, you know, major, it will just continue a little bit more. Maybe it will try to break up a little bit, or maybe it will try to break down a little bit, but this moment I see it in here. And then, of course, let's see what the news are going to be this week for American dollar. Maybe this news will help gold to try to peak the direction. But I pretty much can say, you see, it's September again. We still have time before the election, and there is still no certainty about Brexit. Of course, I would presume if there would be a hard Brexit, then gold might be started to go up too. Okay, so because more people will be trying to sell pound and get something else into, like buying whatever, euros, gold, and well, who knows what, dollar, of course. So well, that's what at this moment. I mean, there were some entry points in here. You see, that's where I was also sending. So this is where I was buy. And small, you see, went down again here. Then I was not placing any more orders because it was a little bit too messy. Went down a little bit, went up again. So it didn't consolidate properly back like it was previously. Now it's trying to consolidate underneath. And just like I'm saying, if there is nothing is going to be happening, any news, quietness, it looks a bit like head and shoulders. So I would presume a bit of more consolidation, and it will just continue the way down. So for example, on Monday, I wouldn't exclude that it might just go down, because it is it will be just purely according to the pattern. Okay, so from here, a bit of head and shoulders, a bit on a triangle, so why not to go down? So that's how I would see it more. So possibly if it will stay in here, I might place my pending orders for sale from this level. So if it will decide to just sit here, then of course before the news that we're going to expect, I will see where is next to place the orders, and maybe once again, if I will be able to, I will try to send screenshots to Telegram, okay, Jana FX. So that's my view on gold. Pound yen, same thing happened as it was with pound dollar, so it fall, stopped here. I wouldn't looking for any buys at this point, and well, it's like technically it's also kind of like in a, I think, triangle or something. Yeah, so it's, you see on the bigger screen time frame, it fall, created like a flag, and it's bearish flag. So you see, it's all, even technically, it's all looking towards going down. So that's what I wouldn't exclude. It might just also fall. But like I'm saying, it might not fall sharply, because there's still all those negotiations going on, because it's not like 100% no deal, right, at this moment. Of course, if there will be more and more talks like, no, we're not going to do what the EU ask us to do, then I think it might continue. So anyway, I will be just looking to place these sell orders everywhere. Every time it tries to, you know, from here, sell. Again, you see here, we saw this because people are just closing the positions. It was Friday, and for example, I didn't place any orders on Friday because anything could happen. A lot of people could have closed. It could have jumped even high. See, it went up. People were trying to sell from here straight away. Then some other people were closing the positions again. So that's why pretty much with Monday, I think it might just continue the way down. I don't know. I mean, of course, I still have Saturday, Sunday. Who knows what else can be there if they're going to say, but I don't think anything. If it will go up, then have consolidation, so I will be looking to sell again. So that's pretty much my view on the pound at this moment. I don't look at buys. So, and of course, oil, just as expected, it continued the way down. Once again, this week it fall, and have a little bit of, you see, consolidation, correction, and so we can see it's just stopped. There will be some meeting this week, I think, but they were saying this all is fall because some of production in the US increased instead of decreasing. So that's pretty much, well, I don't know if there is any going to be a reaction on whatever they're going to do on this meeting, but I still wouldn't look to buy it yet myself. Okay, so I would be still looking to see what's going to do next, if it will continue to fall, which I think it should, my view, because again, no demand, not many still traveling, lots of cancellations, and if it's increased in America, then of course the price should go down more. So that's why I would see it's more falling. Like I was telling you guys, closer to November, I will be then looking at where it is, and then a possible see again what the situation if COVID is going to be, and then looking to buy. At this moment, I'm not looking at it. So that's pretty much it, my view, guys, on all the pairs this coming week. I hope you liked the video. Of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, and happy trading. I see you next time. Bye, everyone.